I would like to start just saying a few words about our recent release, that is a new Vedapal software module. A lot of specialists have been asking for that for a long time, and finally we launched it. That is TAN diagnosis module. To get acquainted with the full functionality of this module, you can just follow to the vedapals.com website and download a new software version. You can install it in the demonstration mode without connecting your USB key, USB dongle. You can see a demonstration mode of the TAN diagnosis. Why we decided to launch TAN diagnosis software module? If we analyze classical approach of the patient's examination in Ayurveda, we should mention such concept as Ashtavidya Pariksha, a system of 8 steps of estimation for the current functional condition of a person. Among these 8 steps, or in other words, 8 methods of examination of the patient, there are 2 basic ones. They are pulse diagnosis and TAN diagnosis. So you see, it's hard to always estimate a huge role which this method of diagnosis plays in the traditional systems of healing. That's why for the recent few years I've been working hard developing this software module for you. This software module TAN diagnosis contains 2 sections. The first one is more about a technical moment. This first section allows a specialist to make a photo of a patient's TAN in the real-time mode and download this photo in the Vedapal system. And the second part, the second section of the module is called analysis and is devoted to the 3 basic algorithms. The main innovation, the main know-how of the TAN diagnosis software module is the unique algorithms. That's really the first time in the world when an algorithm like this was created, because we combined these 2 methods within it, TAN diagnosis and pulse diagnosis. When we just start working with this software module, we can see a map with specially highlighted zones. These zones are highlighted on the base of pulse diagnosis data, and this is indication for a specialist to which zones he needs to pay attention to. The first algorithms brings together the assessment data obtained by the organ pulses module and the TAN diagnosis module, because you can see here a map of the projection zones according to the system of organs. You can see here are 2 colors to highlight organs, yellow and red. Yellow color means that this particular system of organs feels a decrease in the adaptation potential because the corresponding organ is involved in the chronic pathological process. For example, here you can see that particular zones are highlighted with yellow color. First of all, that is the uterus zone, then that's the right ovary zone, the right kidney zone, and the ascending part of the large colon zone. One more innovation which was brought to this particular software module design, it is a specification for 24 zones. All of them have their gender features, and talking about colon, for example, we divided it into 2 big parts, the ascending one, and it corresponds to a specific zone of the large intestine which is called transverse colon zone. And first time for us, when we can see in the Vedapal software module a specific projection of the sacral, lumbar, cervical zones also on the map of projection zones. The second algorithm of the analysis section is devoted to the Maha doshas from Ayurvedic point of view. And if a particular dosha is involved in one of the basic 6 stages of pathogenesis, then a practitioner will see indications in the Vedapal software to which zone of the tongue he should pay attention to find signs of this pathological process. For example, if we would say that it is the Vata dosha which is imbalanced in the current moment, then we can see indication for such ubiquity at a particular projection zone of the tongue. Exactly, we are talking about the root part of the tongue. You can see here is a red highlighting. It is indication for us that Apana Vayu is imbalanced. And the first algorithm is so unique that no one before us managed to implement it. It shows us a specific imbalance of subdoshas with correspondence to specific organs which each subdosha involves. For example, if we are talking about some chronic compensation process in which a specific subdosha is involved, we are talking about a depletion in a specific system of subdosha. It is not strong enough, it is weak, and as a result, we can see also in the Vedapal software indication for particular organ. It will be highlighted with yellow or red color in case if this pathological process is more about a decrease in adaptation sources due to some chronic compensation, then it will be yellow. If it is appeared for the reason of acute phase of this pathology, then you will see red color. So you see that it's another tool for us to look deeper in the process of disease development and to go deeper to the roots. For example, if you pay attention to the screen, you can see that a specific projection zone, a projection zone of the left lung is reddish here. It is colored reddish. It shows us that an lumbar kapha feels tension because it is involved in the process of compensation of a pathological process in a particular organ. And just to sum up this part of my presentation, I would like to say that this new approach combines methods of two systems, a system of visual estimation of the tongue surface and pulse diagnosis, and brings more to each of these systems.